I recently read The Bullet Journal Method by author Ryder Carroll. Thanks to technology, there's countless ways to organize your thoughts, ideas, and responsibilities. But lately, thousands of people are flocking to a low-tech, analog organizational system called the bullet journal. The bullet journal method turns an old-fashioned physical notebook into an all-in-one daily planner, note-taking device, and journal. The bullet journal method was invented by designer and author Ryder Carroll to deal with his attention deficit disorder, but it's since been adopted by people without ADD who simply find it hard to focus in our digital age of continuous distraction. In this video, I'll show you the 3 practices that make the bullet journal method effective, and then I'll show you how you can get started using the bullet journal today to be more present and productive. Bullet journal practice number 1, rapid logging. If you've ever used a paper notebook to organize information, it probably started to look like this: large chunks of text with no clear structure. Finding a specific note in your notebook probably felt like looking for a quote in a 300-page novel. Now, contrast the typical notebook with the bullet journal notebook. The bullet journal is much clearer and easier to decipher because when you enter information into the bullet journal, you use a system of symbols and short-form notation that turn thick paragraphs of text into bite-sized pieces of information. The result is a minimalist-looking notebook that doesn't feel overwhelming every time you open it. The 3 symbols you must know when entering information into your bullet journal are dots, circles, and dashes. Dot bullets are for tasks, the things you need to do. Circle bullets are for events, experiences you want to document. And dash bullets are for notes, information you don't want to forget. When you use a dot, a circle, or a dash to enter information, you use a series of keywords to make the entry as short as possible while still maintaining meaning. For example, if you needed to email Rick to get a status update on project XYZ and let him know the project deadline has been pushed off until July 7th, you'd enter something like Rick: email RE: XYZ project status. Then underneath that task, you'd put a note, new deadline July 7. When you look at that short entry, it's clear what you need to do. Now let's say you want to enter an experience in your bullet journal. If you've just played a round of golf at a famous golf course, you open up your bullet journal to the last entry, then draw a small circle underneath your last entry and write down the keywords of the event and any associated notes or tasks. If you golfed at the famous Torrey Pines golf course, you could put circle, golf Torrey Pines. Then underneath that, you could put score 85, beautiful sunny day. And then maybe you didn't putt so well that day and you want a putting lesson from your local pro. So you'd add book putting lesson with pro. You take the bullet journal with you throughout the day, and as you complete some of your tasks, you open up the bullet journal and put an X over the dot for the task you've just completed. But some days you'll capture a task in your daily log that you can't do that day. What happens to those tasks? The answer can be found in bullet journal practice number 2, migrating. You can think of migrating like moving into a new house and deciding what items in your closet you want to pack up and bring with you. Moving is often the only time you look at all your stuff and ask, do I really need this? In your bullet journal, your daily log is your current home. But at the end of the day, you need to migrate any unfinished items in your daily log to one of 3 new homes: tomorrow's daily log, your current monthly log, or the future log. This is where the bullet journal gets interesting. While most organizational systems make it easy to capture tasks, they also make it easy to ignore old tasks. The bullet journal makes sure no task gets ignored because the bullet journal forces you to rewrite all old tasks until they're done. Rewriting is analogous to packing up your stuff and moving it. It requires just enough effort to make you pause and ask, do I really need to do this? The simple act of pausing before you rewrite an item prevents you from being a hoarder and creating an overwhelming list of non-essential action items. When you're looking at an unfinished item and you don't want to migrate it, you simply cross it out. But if you decide an item is worth rewriting, then you have 3 choices. Do it tomorrow and put a forward arrow on the dot associated with the task, then rewrite the task in tomorrow's daily log. Or if you can't do it tomorrow, decide to do it later in the month by putting a forward arrow on the dot associated with the task and rewrite the task in your current monthly log. Or you could push it out even further and decide to do it later in the year by putting a back arrow on the dot associated with the task and rewriting the task in the future log under a specific month. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is this monthly log and future log? The monthly log and future log are temporary storage spots for tasks. The future log is a 4-page section at the beginning of your bullet journal that contains the 12 months of the year. If you migrate an item to the August section of your future log, then when August comes around, you transfer all the items in the August section of your future log to your current monthly log. So if it was August 1st, you would go to the next available page, create a new August monthly log, and rewrite all the items in the August section of your future log in your new August monthly log. You'd also migrate any items in your July monthly log to your August monthly log. Since all items migrate from your future log to your monthly log, and from month to month, no item gets left behind and forgotten. But now you might be wondering, when do the items on the monthly log actually get done? Well, each day when you're populating your daily log, you scan the monthly log and look for any items you can complete on the current day. Bullet journal method number 3, indexing. The beauty of the bullet journal is you always know where to capture your next note. In your one notebook, at the last place you left off. Although this is convenient, it can be problematic if you're trying to keep all your project notes together. Say, for example, you get out of the shower one day and have a great idea for a home renovation project. You grab your notebook, go to the next available page, and start sketching out ideas. But then 2 weeks later, you have another great home renovation project idea. If you capture that idea on the next available page, there'll be a gap between your first project entry and your second. The way you combine and keep track of those project notes is through the bullet journal index. The bullet journal index is a dynamic table of contents at the front of your notebook. The index shows the page numbers for your future log and all your monthly logs, but it also stores a location for projects and special lists. Here's how it works. When you start writing on a new page in your notebook, you write the page number on the bottom of the notebook. Then when you're writing down a note related to a specific project or special list, like a food log or a reading list, you simply enter the page you're writing on in the index. So if you started a reading list on page 25, but need to continue it on page 36, in your index, you'd simply put reading list 25, 36. If that home renovation project started on page 97 and 98, but then continued on page 105, the index would read home renovation 97-98, 105. As long as you log the page numbers in your index, you'll always know exactly where to find key collections of information in your bullet journal. Rapid logging, migrating, and indexing form the foundation of the bullet journal method and make the bullet journal a powerful yet simple tool for organizing your actions, ideas, and reflections in a physical notebook. Now, if you're not sure if the bullet journal method will work for you, I encourage you to try it for a month. To get started, buy a basic notebook. Then create an index on the first page. Then, on the following 4 pages, create your future log. Now create your monthly log for the current month. On the left page of your monthly log, create a quick calendar by listing the days of the month on the left side of the page. This calendar allows you to quickly capture key milestones, deadlines, and events you need to prepare for. Then on the right page of your monthly log, create your task list. This is where you migrate items to and from your daily log. Then finally, create your first daily log on the next page by simply putting the date at the top. Now each day, bring your notebook with you and capture all the tasks, events, and notes you don't want to forget. When you complete a task, put an X over the dot to experience a small win. Then at the end of the day, when you wind down to go to bed, grab your bullet journal and jot down a few peak experiences from the day using the circle bullet, and either eliminate or migrate any unfinished tasks from today's log. If you do this for a month, you'll find that you'll get into a rhythm, and you may discover that opening up your bullet journal to capture your thoughts and set intentions is a soothing experience that makes you feel in control. By using a physical notebook to organize your life, you can temporarily escape the turbulence of the digital world. As author Ryder Carroll says, if our lives are oceans, our days are waves, some big, some small, and the bullet journal is the shore. That was the core message that I gathered from the bullet journal method by Ryder Carroll. If you're intrigued by using one notebook to organize your life and capture your thoughts, I highly recommend picking up this book. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of insights that I gathered from this book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Gain email newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.